say this is my first like full in-depth tutorial. Sorry, she's gonna be not bugging us, she's gonna be loving us. Rejection. So I guess we'll get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like spray my face with this. It's really nice, refreshing. And then we're gonna take foundation. So I'm gonna mix together the Fenty foundation in the shade 150. This is a little bit too light for me, so take like a pump of that, pump of Born This Way in Nude, and then we're gonna take another pump of Born This Way in the shade Pearl. I'll blend this in using a Morphe M439. It's really nice. So I'm just gonna mix this all together on my hand and then paint the face. So something I do, which is kind of weird, is I take foundation on a brush first and I blend it. I just use like circular motion. This makes it to where it blends into those kind of hard to reach places, like the creases of your nose, which you can't get as easy with a sponge. And once I have that all blended, I will take my sponge. I'm using the Morphe Sculpt and Contour sponge. I really don't know. Sculpt and Highlight? I don't know. Sculpting sponge. I'm just gonna blend it everywhere, and this just gives it a little bit more of an airbrush look, I guess. You pretty much just blend until you can't blend no more. We're going to take some concealer. So I'm going to use Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral. This is actually a little bit light for me, but it's really nice. It's full coverage. We're just going to take a little bit on the sponge thingy and just go in right under the eyes. You can obviously tell now that it's way too light for me. We're just gonna conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. And I'll just take the brush and I'll do like light circular motions. And a trick that I've learned is to let it sit where it needs to be concealed more. So like under your eyes, on your pimples, not so much on your nose. But if you let it sit longer, it will have more coverage. But now we're just gonna blend this in, just using tapping motions. Really nice full coverage. And we're just gonna have some more coverage, and I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Light 2 Vanilla. It's really nice. I'm just gonna go, this is more my skin tone, more my shade. I'm just gonna go over everything again. Makes it look a little bit nicer. So then I will just take the sponge, and like I said before, the longer you let it sit, the more coverage you will get. So just, you know, keep blending. Just keep blending, just keep blending, just keep blending, blending, blending. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. I'm just gonna blend forever. So I actually got this in my Ipsy, and as you can tell, I use it like literally all the time. It's so busted. I'm almost out. I'm really upset. Like, this is as high as it goes. Oh god, if I broke it, I'm probably gonna cry. But it'll just go in my cheekbones, on the, it's just a schnoz. Oof. A little bit right there, a little bit right there, on the forehead. But then I'll just take this. This is the Sephora Mini Flawless Airbrush. I got it in my VIB Rouge because I'm a VIB Rouge. But yeah, just blend that. You're probably like, oh, why haven't you done your nose yet? You look like a psychopath. Well, this is the E62 by Morphe. It was in the James Charles collection. It's really nice. And I just take it. It's really just a really small angled brush. I use this for both powder and cream contour on my nose. But then I'm just gonna take just a little bit more Shape Tape on my finger, actually. Just like a little bit on my pinky. And I'm gonna highlight my nose with this. Don't need that much. But just gonna take the really pointed edge and blend it out. And then I'll take that Sephora brush again. It has just a little bit of product on it. And yeah, that's the Shisha Schnosh. Then I'm gonna take that and blend this under again. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty full coverage if I do say so myself. So then after this, I will literally just take my beauty blender, or Morphe's beauty sponge, and blend literally my entire face again. And then you can still see these pimps right on my forehead, which I hate. And I'll just take a little bit of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer on my pinky again. And I will just tap on these. And then tap on a clean finger. And then I'll take the sponge and just do one or two, because that one didn't blend very well, but well, more coverage a little bit. And then what I'll do next is I'll take the powder, and this is actually a mix of powders. I had like barely any left in the Kat Von D powder, which is pretty nice. But then I also blended in some of this Lancome powder, which is not my favorite, but it's still really nice. It was a little bit too dewy for me, didn't set quite enough. And then some of this Fit Me loose finishing powder and light. And then I also got a bunch of free samples of like Laura Mercier and Stila and some other brand that I had honestly never heard of. And I just mixed it. So just getting that out. And then right before I go in and bake, I always go under my eyes one more time. And just make sure that there's no creases. But then I just take it on the back of that sponge, on the flat side. I'll go underneath and I will tap it in under the nose, a little bit higher, and then I'll go under the eye one more time. And this does give you like a little bit more coverage. It's really nice. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. And then I'll go underneath the little contour line. And then I'll do the same thing on my forehead, just blend it a little bit so there's no creasing. Tap her in. And then I will take this bigger brush. It's the M462 from Morphe. And I will just go in the cap. As you can see, there's quite a bit in the cap. And I will just take that and just go over everything. Yeah, just go over your whole face again with this brush. Down the neck too. You never want to use too heavy of a hand, because whenever you use too heavy of a hand, it always ends up being like too moved, and then your foundation can like streak, and nobody wants that. So after that, well, actually usually what I do is I will bronze using the Hoola bronzer from Benefit, using my M143, and I'll just take a little bit like that and I tap, not so much rub it in, tap more, and then just go in on the cheekbones. I'm gonna use a ginormous fan brush for this, and then I will literally go like this, bring it down on the jaw and on the neck. I'll go ahead and do the other side. After that, I will go on the forehead. If you contour, I mean, I can't relate, but I guess whenever I do, I use the, see, this even says bronzer, but whatever. It's a little bit darker, and I'll just take it like this. It's a Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer, and I once again tap on it. Oh my god, my face is itchy. I tap, I don't rub it in, and then I'll just go in and I will kind of angle it like up so it goes like actually into the cheekbones, and then I'll make it to where it's like this, just straight on. So after that, then I take this M527, and you can obviously tell there's some powder color on this, but I will just go over everything with this. But I am gonna take just a little bit of powder, not like a lot of, like at all, and just do like right under the eye so that if there's like any fallout, it will catch in this. But like, we don't want to look like a psychopath, so we're not gonna use all of that. So now I'm gonna take the Sister James palette, which I literally stan. It's the best palette ever. It has anything you could, oh, I need to do my eyebrows. I get distracted too easy, but I know I have a spoolie in here somewhere. Oh yeah, there's one on this. I'm dumb. But this is just the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Blonde. And I will just go through. Something I do that's kind of different is I will take it and I will like shimmy it and go up, almost like how you would do mascara. But I feel like that just like kind of loosens the hair a little bit. It sounds kind of dumb. Oh. But yeah, just kind of shimmy it and go up. We'll just take it and I will just be right in the center. The very front of the brow. And I will just kind of lightly, and then I will take it and blend it up so that it looks really natural. Because we don't want no box brows. Nobody wants those, but I mean, yeah, there's obviously a difference. And then I have some like blank spots. What? You wanna go? Do you want out? You want out? Yeah? Okay, I have to let my dog. Then I just take this brow gel by, I don't know what that says. I'm gonna go with Cella. I honestly don't know. I got it in my Ipsy. It's really nice. It's like a clear brow gel. I'll just brush them up. Okay, there's that. So now I will do some eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna zoom you in. Oh god. This isn't it. But I'm gonna take my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly and the Morphe M173. You're right here. Oh my god, here's this. I'll just take it. Sister James and Daddy Jeffrey uses. But yeah, I'll just go in on the eye and blend it kind of up. This also kind of helps, like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. And here's my mom.
Hey.
Hi, Mom.
What you doing? Hey, can I use your laptop so that I can email something? Because I can't get that computer to connect to internet.
Sure.
Where's it?
I have no idea.
That's...
I think it's in my closet.
And I need to know the start and stop time to tell the DJ about your song.
Okay.
Can you help with that too?
Yeah. It's right there. At the top of my closet because I don't ever use it because it's trash.
Good, that's fine.
Will you turn my light off? My closet light
figure
off?
out how to hook up my hotspot to it
Yeah.
on my phone. Have you done yours on your phone? Yeah.
Nope.
So we don't know if that'll work or not.
Nope. Hey, will you shut my door? Will you shut my door?
Sure.
Thank you.
Why?
Because I'm filming.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello. You still filming or is it paused?
Nope, still filming.
Oh, hello everyone. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm actually not going to. So now we're gonna go in with the Sister James palette. Oh, my nostrils, gross. Open her up. I'm gonna take this pink shade, a little light pink one. You can't see it because I don't know how to hold anything. This one right here, it's really nice. And I will just take it and I will first tap. It's very, you really can't tell at all on my skin that I'm using it. Then after that, on the same brush, the M4441. Oh, yes, focus queen. Oh, okay. The M441. I'm gonna take, okay, we'll do this. Oh, this one right here. Light brown shade. And just go kind of on the crease outer whatever you want to call it, outer corner, blend it up into the crease. So then I'm gonna take the M506 and I think one of these shades, maybe a little bit of both. I'm just gonna tap in. Oh gosh. Go very lightly because we're not trying to have loads of fallout, but this is really just gonna be more in your crease. Oh my god, why does this one look so much darker? Rip. But when that does happen, something you can do to like fix her is to take like the original brush you're using, and then just go over it, and it will help a lot. Already looks better. Just blend it in, really. But yeah, it looks really good. Good and fresh for sure. But I'm gonna go in and make that just a little bit darker. What next? I kind of want like a pop of color. Blue. I have blue eyes. No. Red or maybe, ooh, green. Ooh, green. Okay, I'm doing green. I'm doing green. It's official. Use a clean M456, and we're gonna go in with. We're gonna do this in like neon green. Okay, fine. We'll just go in. I'm gonna use my finger. Just get a little bit more on the brush. Kind of blend her out a little bit. Now I'm going to take that original M441 that I was using before and just go in with a little bit more of that brown that we used the second time, and just kind of go in and on these. I'm going to do a little pop of yellow right there. Yeah, that'll be cute. I'm just gonna take just a little bit of that darker green and just kind of work it in like right there. Yeah, okay, yeah. Ooh, fun fact, legally blind in this eye. I can now see nothing. So the real question is should I add some of this in? Should I? I think it's cute, yeah. I'm just gonna go in with, I think this is called No Beans. I'm pretty sure it's No Beans. Yeah. Love No Beans because I also, like Sister James, get no beans. This out like a lot. A little bit underneath with this brown, a little excess. So now I'm just gonna like wipe off the spick, and this powder I have from Sephora, it's kind of old and it's really not my shade, but It is the Fair Warm shade 12 powder. As you can tell, I've had this forever. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm just gonna take some on this Morphe, oh god, E48, and just go right under the eye and just flake everything off. I think I'm gonna use the Sister Morphe setting spray. Oh, wrong side. Teehee. I'm just gonna. Because I put on so much powder. Just gonna fan her with my Aloha fan from my Mimi whenever she went to Hawaii. We stand her. The M431. This is B. I don't know all the shades, but I know this one. I'm gonna take B and just go in right in the inner corner. Oh my god. This is so pretty. This is like, oh my god, this yellow is so beautiful. I'm gonna take some of this Fenty, how many carats? It's like a highlighter, I guess. I don't know. It's like super shimmery, like it's so reflective. Oh my god. And I'm just gonna take a little bit and just put that on the inner corner for some like glitter. And I'm using the teeny tiny M152 brush from the Sister James collection. So after that, we're just gonna add some more detail to the inner corner, and by detail I really don't mean much, but more sparkles. So I'm gonna take face and just, you know, put her on there. So now we need to do blush because I look pale and pasty. So we're just gonna take the Morphe E4 brush and NARS Orgasm. I really do like blushing it out for a real one. So, I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, my nose looks crazy. So since I obviously overblushed my schnoz, I'm just gonna take a little bit of powder on the sponge and just kind of tap her on. So before we do the highlight, I am gonna take this Fix Plus pink light. James likes to use the gold light, like I've said, you know, in the past, aka like 10 seconds ago. But I like to use pinks and stuff. I thought the pink would be more up my alley, but yes, queen. But now we're gonna go in with some highlights. I have like 8 highlighters, but the first one we're gonna use, I'm knocking everything over, but it's fine. The first one to use is Supreme Frost by Sister, well, more like Daddy Jeffree Star. I met him. That was probably like one of the top days of my life. But since it's still like wet, I'm talking about the Fix Plus, I do tap it, and I feel like that does a really good job. Then I'm gonna do the same thing with Face from the Sister James palette. These are so pretty mixed together. And in case that, you know, wasn't enough highlight, I'm just gonna take a little bit of ring light and just like right on like the super high points of my cheeks. Go right there. But then I'm gonna take the E6 again, right? Yeah, E4. I lied, E4. And take that one shade that James always talks about that he uses to blend his highlight and his blush and all of that. And I will go over it right there, so I look a little bit less crazy. And then I'm gonna go in with the Morphe. Where's? Oh, there it is. With the Morphe setting spray again, and just. I'm beautiful. Yeah. Right now I'm going between like these three. I'm gonna do this one. No. I like this one. Well, that was easy. Oh, I'm gonna use this Jeffree Velour lip scrub. Good and fresh. So now I'm gonna use this Kat Von D lipstick. I don't necessarily stan her, but whatever, it's a pretty lipstick. This is in the shade Ludwig. I think it'll be cute. Yes. Now I'm just gonna go pop on some lashes. Oof. Well, that was loud. Putting on lashes is such a pain in the butt. Sometimes it takes literally like forever. So frustrating. So frustrating. But now that that's over with, I do need to put on just a little bit of liner. I think this one's nice. Yeah. Yeah, this one's really nice. Ooh, and we're gonna use the free sample of the Bad Gal Bag because I'm broke. As much of this on here as I can. Just gonna make sure these are all blended together nicely. Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess that's like the finished look, I guess. Okay. Now we're just gonna end this off with some more Fix Plus with the pink light. That makes me a glowing glittery goddess that I am. Well, I guess thank you guys for watching. I think I look pretty great. yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram at Hokelly, HOKELLEY _77, or on Twitter at 77 _ Disney is live. But please subscribe, and if you've already subscribed, hit that bell icon that's down there. And if you've already done that, I mean, the only thing that's left is to smash that like button. So smash that like button, because I need it. Because everything I do is to try to get on Ellen so that I can be famous. Because once you're on Ellen, you're famous, right? But other than that, love Ellen. She's great. Love my mom. Loving this eye look, honestly. Sorry, I'm itchy. But yeah. There's that. We're gonna call this the Frog Queen? I don't know. Frog Trash Can? Iconic. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Follow me, subscribe, smash that like button, all that jazz, you know the dealio. Well, other than that, thanks for watching.